Yo, what's up guys? You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's the FPL Pundit here, and in today's video we are going to be looking into the preview for game week 5. As we can see, the game week deadline is today because there's a match right this night, and I want us to just do the preview quickly. And I want to make sure this video is as short as possible. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification icon so that anytime I post a new video you are going to be aware. So without further ado, let's get straight into what I have for you today. I have not locked in my transfers yet, yes, and I've also not locked in my squad yet, but so far since the team selection video I made, this is what my team looks like, and I think I'm still kind of tempted to make a few transfers before the game week deadline runs in. On my bench, I have Son, I have Antonio, and I just realized that Manchester City is actually having a very good fixture playing against Southampton, and I don't have any Manchester City attacker at all. Before the end of the deadline, before the deadline is met, I might probably make a transfer, but if I'm going to do that, I'm just going to do that in a locked in deadline video which I might be streaming later this evening. But for the preview, let's look straight into the matches we're having this game week. Starting with the matches we're having this game week, first we have Newcastle United. We have Newcastle United playing against Leeds. We have Wolves against Brentford, Burnley against Arsenal, Liverpool against Crystal Palace, Manchester City against Southampton, Norwich against Watford, Aston Villa against Everton. Then on Sunday we have Brighton, Leicester City, West Ham against Manchester United. Then the big match for the week, Spurs against Chelsea. So let's start with the match we are having for tonight, Newcastle against Leeds United. So this particular match, I feel like it's going to be a high scoring match. If you look at what happened in the last week, there were a lot of wrong predictions. Last game week was just very quite unpredictable, starting with the Crystal Palace Spurs match that went he went sideways, red card everywhere and all that. So this game week we just pretty much try to make our predictions and keep our fingers crossed. Newcastle playing against Leeds United, I think Leeds might not get a win from this one. It's most likely going to be a draw in my opinion, but it's going to be a high scoring match. We'll see. I'm hoping to see Patrick Bamford turn out a good performance in this match. So when I mean turn out a good performance, I'm definitely saying score or assist, because that's what matters to us in Fantasy Premier League. So Newcastle United too, I'm not sure. I don't know if Wilson is back for the squad, but we can quickly check on that. Now looking at the news up here, I can see that Wilson's still out, but Willock and Foster both available. So Callum Wilson is still out, and that is actually a disadvantage for Newcastle United. So I'm thinking Leeds could actually come out with a win from this one, and it will still be a high scoring match, but most likely it's going to end in a draw. So moving on to the next match, we're looking at Wolves against Brentford. There is no way Brentford is going to win this match. Brentford haven't been very, very good at home. I have a Brentford player, so let's quickly look at their last matches in the Premier League. So their last 4 matches, they won at home, drew, played away against Aston Villa. They drew the match, and they played against Brentford in the last match and they won away. So wow, that's actually impressive. Brentford won away against was that a win? Sorry, they lost to Brighton at home. Brighton was away rather. They lost to Brighton at home. So far this season they've not won any away match that they've played in, and I don't think that is going to change tomorrow. I'm going in favor of Wolves for this particular match. Wolves is going to win this match, considering the fact that they also won the last match and they are beginning to get back their rhythm. They are beginning to get back their form. So Wolves is going to be winning this particular match against Brentford. It might be tough. We might not see many goals in this match. We might not see probably more than 3 goals or 2 goals, but Wolves is definitely going to win this match, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed on the Wolves players I have Traore and I have Jimenez. So far since the time I brought in these players, they've actually not been beneficial to my team, but we have to be patient in times like this in Fantasy Premier League and not just make rash decisions. Traore, I'm just hoping Traore is able to get a goal or assist Jimenez in getting the goals into the net. So there are a few other interesting stats about Jimenez, which we're going to be looking into later in this video. So quickly moving on to Burnley against Arsenal. Arsenal won the last match. They are going to play against Burnley away now. They might not exactly get a win against Burnley in this game week, but I really don't know what to expect from Arsenal match, because so far Arsenal have been unpredictable. This time they are winning, and the next time they are losing a match they're not supposed to. I think I'll just leave that one out, but they are still even struggling to score goals this season. So probably a draw, but if there's going to be a win in this match, I think it's going to come from Arsenal. So Liverpool Crystal Palace, this match is another match that might look dicey. I'm not expecting Crystal Palace to just do some unexpected shit against Liverpool, but looking at how they played against Spurs in the last match, if they come here at Anfield with that same mentality, we might be able to see them take something out of this match. So most likely it's going to be a draw, but I don't see them being able to win this match. For my prediction, Liverpool is definitely going to win this match. It might just be difficult, but they're going to win this match with at least 2 goals difference. So moving on to Manchester City Southampton. Now for records, we'll see that Manchester City have scored at least 4 goals in their last 3 home Premier League matches. And I looked again to the head-to-head they have against Southampton. It's pretty quite impressive. They've been able to score at least 3 goals, I think, in their last 2 or 3 meetings against Southampton. So that is definitely going to happen again in this game week's match. In my opinion, we're going to be seeing Man City score at least 2 goals in this match. Could even see them score more, and hopefully Ferran Torres is able to feature in that. And I think that was one of the reasons why I've thought that, okay, rather than just keep these 2 players in my bench, why not just sell one of them and just, bring in a City player who would likely give me point return, since I have a free transfer. But I still want to calm down on that decision and wait for my next deadline stream to make that decision. So we still have several hours to make the decision, so we'll just leave that aside. So Manchester City winning Southampton by at least 3 goal difference is my prediction. So moving on, we have Norwich and Watford. Norwich and Watford, these are 2 sides that have actually been bad this season. We see Wolves were able to get a win when they played against Watford, and Norwich is playing at home against Watford. And this particular match, I'm not sure. Premier League is just crazy, but it could be a high-scoring match. I don't know who is going to win, so my prediction for that match is just on goals. So both teams to score, Norwich and Watford. Moving on, we have Aston Villa Everton. Everton have been having a great form this season so far, with Demarai Gray being one of their best players, and Aston Villa have just been up there, down there, up there, down there. But Everton coming against Aston Villa in Aston Villa's home, is it Aston Villa Park or whatever it's called? I don't know the name of the stadium. But I think this match too could be another draw. It's the last match for tomorrow, so I think it could be a draw. But that's just my prediction. I'm predicting a draw for the match. Looking up to Sunday, Leicester City Brighton. Leicester City too has they've been quite inconsistent. They've not just been there, and I still don't know why the coach is not playing Iheanacho. I don't know why the coach is not playing Iheanacho, but that being said, they should be able to get a point at least against Brighton, but most likely a win is going to come from that match. Manchester United against Manchester United is another big match for the game week, and Antonio is going to be out in this one, so we won't be able to see some classic performance like we've been seeing from West Ham in the previous game week. But if you take out Antonio's contribution to this team, we'll see that this team is actually almost a dead side. Let's quickly look at previous matches they've played. Looking at Benrahma's stats, we see the first match they played against Newcastle away, they won the match 4-2. They played against Leicester City, won 4-1, and after that the next 2 matches were just out of it, drawing against Crystal Palace and playing a goalless draw against Southampton. Now coming with that kind of form against Manchester United, that just really means that we shouldn't be expecting much from West Ham this game week. Most managers have even sold out Antonio, because Antonio is currently the most sold out player. So I definitely see Man U coming out of this match with a win and having a player like Ronaldo. So that is going to be it for Manchester United West Ham. A win in favor of Manchester United. Manchester United winning this match with at least 2 goal difference, and it's going to be a high scoring match. So moving on to Spurs Chelsea, the big match for the week. Definitely there is no way Chelsea is going to lose this match. The most likely prediction for this match is a draw, but I'm a Chelsea fan. There will be a little bit of bias in my opinion, so I'm tipping Chelsea to win this particular match. Again, it's not new thing for Chelsea to go to Spurs and beat them at home. If you look at Spurs in the past game weeks, they've been solid defensively, except for the last game week where they conceded 3-0 to Crystal Palace. Probably it's because of the red card situation, but coming with that kind of form against Chelsea, I think the coach will want to brush up and try not to lose points further this game week. So Chelsea against Spurs, Chelsea might actually win, talking as a fan, but to be objective, I think this match is going to end in a draw, and we're not going to exactly see many goals come out from this match. The maximum we can see come out from this match is 2-3 goals. So that is it for my predictions for the game week. Okay, so looking at my team for the game week, I have Raya, Alonso, Walker, Pinnock, Matip, Salah, Benrahma, Traore, Bissouma, Lukaku, and Jimenez. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible, so I'll just quickly tell you about my projected points for the game week. So I'm looking at scoring at least 70 points for the game week, and I think that's actually achievable because if you look at my team, I have more players playing at home than the number of players playing away. So looking at my lineup, I have 10 players playing at home and 5 players playing away. But if you look into my lineup, we'll see that I think it's quite balanced. Having all my midfielders are playing at home, that's 4 of them already, and I have 2 other players, Walker and Jimenez, playing at home. That makes it 6 players playing at home. So the likes of Raya, Alonso, Pinnock, Matip. Oh, I have 7 players playing at home actually. So the other players who aren't playing at home are just about 3 in the whole lineup, which is Alonso, Raya, and Lukaku. For other players, they are playing at home. With this in check, I think I should be able to score at least 70 points, and we would see that my defense is actually quite balanced with top players playing against weaker teams. So Alonso might not exactly get a clean sheet, but he could get a point for scoring or assisting. And so Walker is playing at home, definitely is going to be a clean sheet or assist or something. Same thing goes for Matip. But then I'm always never expecting a goal against Matip, but I just have to have a Liverpool player for that clean sheet point. So Matip is giving me clean sheet. In my midfield, Salah, Benrahma, Traore, Bissouma, and that's just that about my midfield. So moving on, let's quickly look at what has been happening ahead of game week 5. We see that top transfers we have Ronaldo, Lukaku, Di Maria, Gray, Bamford, and Marcal. So one of the while I think bringing in Ronaldo, over 1.1 million managers have transferred in Ronaldo again. So that's like a total of 2 million managers transferred in Ronaldo in just 2 game weeks. So the second most transferred in player is Lukaku. Di Maria Gray is also another most transferred in player, followed by Bamford and Marcal. The most transferred out player for the game week is Antonio, followed by Calvert-Lewin, then Bruno Fernandes, then Son, and Danny Ings. And I think a lot of managers actually ran out of patience with Antonio because it's just 1 match ban, not 3 matches. 1 match ban and you're transferring out Antonio already. And I think this decision most managers that transferred this guy out has made is going to come back to bite them in their, should I say the tail, or it's just going to, yeah, it's going to come back to bite them in their ass. So this particular game week, I think the king of the game week is most likely going to come from a Manchester City player, so probably Ferran Torres again, but until then, let's just see. So for player availability, okay, that's some irrelevant stats, most valuable to me, irrelevant stats. Let's just move on to, let's see what's happening on the league table. So we see that Manchester United is currently the number 1 on the league, but from number 1 to number 4 actually all have the same points. So we might see a lot of changes this week if one of these four teams on the table don't get the points from their matches. So Chelsea, most likely, if they don't get a win, we might see them drop below on the table. Most people have captained Salah for the game week, but I am sticking with Lukaku. In the previous game week, Lukaku was my captain. This game week, Lukaku is still going to be my captain. We've come to the conclusion of the game week preview for game week 5. So if you enjoyed my video, or if you didn't even enjoy it, just give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, as we're going to be doing a deadline stream ahead of game week 5, and most of the things I wasn't able to talk about here, I'm going to take my time and talk about it in the next video. All I just try to do is just make sure I'm keeping this video as short as possible and talking about only what matters. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.